Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel once again, and for today's video I'm going to share my first team that I have used up in the summer cup. And though this video is quite late because I'm uploading it quite late, but this I played last week during the weekend, but nevertheless this team worked out really well for me, which is going to be a triple normal team with Diggersby as my lead, Vigoroth as my safe swap, and Pidgeot in the back over here. So this team, though it's triple normal, this is not going to get totally completely hard walled by any fighting like pseudo fighters or anything, because Diggersby with part normal, it is part ground as well, and for Pidgeot it's part flying, so it can handle those pseudo fighters because it will take neutral damage from this fighting moves. And apart from that, Vigoroth is really good safe swap for this meta over here. But nevertheless, you guys might think that what I'll do in case of a Diggersby, in case of a Vigoroth lead with my Diggersby, that's when this bulk of Diggersby comes handy, because Diggersby is so bulky that it can take in the counter damage, which is non-stab, and it can take at least 2 body slam, and it does have access to the scorching sands and hyper beam to take out the Vigoroth as well, so it can handle those. So without further more delay, let's quickly jump into the first battle. I pick up a lead against Pidgeot over here. So if you guys can see, I'm not running quick attack, I am running the mud shot, because my play for this team is actually to counter those steel types in the front with Diggersby, and the like ground typings that might lurk in the back with my backline of Pidgeot and Vigoroth, to which I take in one feather dance, and now then I'll be switching out into my own Vigoroth to take out like as they stay in that matchup with the Pidgeot over here. But now I'll be going to shield the first feather dance, which is not good because it was on the feather dance beat, and now I have to take in the next move over here as well, which I believe is going to be a moon blast, which I can tank with 1 HP and dream over here. And now I'll be going for the next body slam onto this Whimsicott that comes in. So I don't want them to farm me down, so rather I'll be coming back in with my own Pidgeot, and I will farm them down with the super effective wing attacks over here. And whatever they are having in the back, it will not appreciate the incoming Brave Bird or the Feather Dance debuff, and the final Pokemon that they have access to is going to be a Quagsire over here, which they calls the bait over here, which I am fine with. And now I will be going for the next move of Brave Bird, which they call right now because they will be shielding up this correctly, but nevertheless they have to throw the next Stoners to take me down, because Mud Bomb is double resisted and it was debuffed as well, to which now I'll be switching out into my own Diggersby, and now I'll be going for the next Hyper Beam that takes care of the Pidgeot over here. And now they will be coming back with their own Quagsire over here to take me to try to take me down with this mud shots and mud bombs over here, because but it is not really possible for them to farm me down or maybe mud bomb me down, because it is the bulk of a Diggersby that withstand here. And now I can easily go for the next Hyper Beam that takes care of the Quagsire and gives me the win for the first battle. So GG's, really well played. Moving to the next battle, I pick up a lead against Vigoroth over here. So for Vigoroth, I cannot switch into my own Vigoroth, because a Vigoroth matchup without some kind of energy, health or shield advantage is not favorable. So I'll be going for the first Scorching Sands that does quite a bit of damage over here. And as you guys can see, this counters, though it really do add up because it is super effective, but 2 body slams that a stab is not enough to take down a Diggersby because how bulky that it is. To which now I take in the next body slam like a champ, and I'll be going for the next scorching sands of my own. And since I got the shield, I will be coming back with my Pidgeot right now to get a good amount of farm, and then I have to throw my next move. So I'll be shielding up the first body slam and right away, because I don't want to take in some more damage with my own Pidgeot over here. And I did overfarm so much that I have to eventually shield up once again, because I don't want them I don't want my Pidgeot to get down below its half health. To which now I'll be going for the next Feather Dance that almost takes it out, and the final Pokemon that they have access to is going to be a Steelix over here. So this is tough, because since I double shielded my Pidgeot, it is not that of a good matchup with the Steelix over here. But nevertheless, they will be going for the next Breaking Swipe that debuffs my attack, and now they cannot farm me down. They cannot farm my Diggersby down with debuffed Dragon Tails. Rather, I'll be going for the Scorching Sands that takes out the final shield from my opponent's end, which is nice. But now I have to come back with my Vigoroth, and though Vigoroth is quite good against Steelix, but since it was having a bit of HP remaining, and the final Pokemon is going to be a very hard hitting Swampert over here, and again it's a Shadow variant as well. So I think the play over here is to take in one Hydro Cannon, which does so much damage, and I should have went for the farm down over here with those counters, because then I would have enough energy for my Vigoroth to go for Bulldoze in that kind of scenario. But I try to play it out, because I'll be switching out into my own Pidgeot, give the debuff with Feather Dance, and then I will be CMP tying with this Breaking Swipe over here, which is the underfarm, which is quite good of a play from their end. But now they have enough energy for Breaking Swipe, which will be enough for this Vigoroth to take it out. And this will be like, it is again an overkill, because they went for Earthquake, and it is going to be a good game. Really well played from my opponent, really well played. GG's. Moving on to the next battle, I pick up a lead against Steelix. So Steelix with Breaking Swipe is having a bit better matchup than before, but not really good, because how tanky and how bulky Diggersby is. Because as you guys can see, this Breaking Swipe and Dragon Tail does not even do a tickle to a Diggersby. To which now they save swaps into their own Obstagoon, to which I have my Vigoroth locked and loaded up. So I'll be coming with my own Vigoroth over here, but they went for an Obstruct rather than a cross chop over here, which is very unfortunate for me. And now I can easily go for the next Body Slam to get it below its half health. But nevertheless, I do get the shield from my opponent's end as well, which is fine. And now they gave up their shield, because I have to shield, I have to maintain the alignment on my own Diggersby over here. So I will be double shielding up as well. But since my defense was lowered by this Obstruct, I will be getting the simultaneous knockout over here. So this is going to be a 50-50 call. So I come back with my Diggersby, and they comes back with their own Steelix as well. But now they will be going for the first Breaking Swipe, which does not do even much, but consistently it will add up. But nevertheless, I'll be going for the Scorching Sands that almost takes it out. But now from this kind of range, I can go for a farm down, or maybe I will be going for a Scorching Sands really quick, because I don't want to take in much damage with my own Diggersby over here. To which now the final Pokemon that they have access to is going to be a Swampert, which they realize, because one Hydro Cannon does not take me out, rather one Brave Bird does take them out over here, which is now going to be a good game. GG's. Moving into the next battle, I pick up a lead against Galarian Stunfisk over here. So Galarian Stunfisk, in the last season, it was a really good pick for the Summer Cup meta, but now with the nerf of Earthquake and some move addition to other Pokemon, it have got a bit nerfed. To which now they switch out into the their Swampert over here, to which I have my good answer, which is going to be my Pidgeot, because Mud Shot does virtually no damage over here, and now I can shield up the first Hydro Cannon and I can go for the Feather Dance debuff onto this Swampert over here, which is great because now Hydro Cannon will do 50% less damage, which is really good over here. And as you guys can see from this kind of range, I cannot farm down a Swampert over here. Rather, I can go I can let this next charge move go through as well. Rather, I can build up some extra energy with my Pidgeot over here, to which now they again swaps back into their own I believe it's going to be like no, they did not swap back. They will be staying in this matchup with their Swampert, and it gets the knockout with the Feather Dance, and now they comes back in with their own Galarian Stunfisk over here, which I believe was a CMP tie, which is the best case scenario, because now the Rock Slide will be able to get the knockout for me, and now I can easily come back with my Diggersby, and the final Pokemon is revealed to be Shadow Abamus over here, for which I really have a good answer with my own Vigoroth over here, because counters do super quick damage and they have to go for the next Wither Ball. They have to go for the Energy Ball rather, which they did not build up to, and rather I can shield up once and go for the full hefty farm down onto this Abamus over here. So I'll be shielding it up and I'll be going for the farm down, and now with this much HP remaining onto my Vigoroth, I can easily go for this back-to-back body slams that do enough chip damage, not reductive damage over here, to take down to get the final shield from my opponent's end, and again take it down with the counter. But nevertheless, they will be going for the next Rock Slide. So Rock Slide does take me out, but nevertheless I do have a healthy Diggersby over here aligned onto this final Galarian Stunfisk, which will not appreciate the Scorching Sands coming in. That gets the knockout for this Stunfisk and gives me the win for the second last battle here as well. So GG's. Moving to the next battle, we pick up our lead with double kick Girafarig over here, which is really spammy, but it is on the squishier side, so I can let this first Psychic Fangs go through, because yeah, it was 3 double kicks, so it will be definitely Psychic Fangs, but nevertheless I will be going for the next Scorching Sands over here. So if they're willing to shield up the first Scorching Sands, be it, I can let this next charge move go through as well, because though my defense is lowered, Psychic Fangs does not do really good damage, and now I can switch into my own Vigoroth and take in one more Psychic Fangs once again, because if I have to shield up once, I will be rather shielding up the next one rather than the first one, because that will be dealing more damage than the first one because of the defense drop over here. So I'll be going for the first body slam that almost does take it out, but now I have to shield up because I have got a decent amount of HP remaining and energy as well. But I let this next charge move go through as well, and now they comes back with their new Sclerodirks over here, to which I really don't have a good answer in my back because my Diggersby is quite low. But nevertheless, I will be going for the first Scorching Sands that does hit it super hard, and now they will be going for the next charge move over here. So whether be it a Disarming Voice or a Crunch, be it, I will be shielding this up and I'll be going for the farm down. And now the final Pokemon is going to be revealed as a Swampert over here that will not appreciate this incoming debuff from this Feather Dance, which is huge because now I can let this next charge moves go through as well. But I thought, okay, let me shield the first one because I'll be going for the next Feather Dance, which will even debuff them more. It's now quadruple debuffed with this Feather Dances, and they cannot do as much as damage it would have done. So I'll be going for the full hefty farm down onto this Swampert over here. And as you guys can see, though it's debuffed, Hydro Cannon does hurt quite a lot because Pidgeot is not that bulky. Rather, now I can easily switch back into my Diggersby as they tried to sneak in fast move with their Sclerodirge, but they could not, and now I get the win for the final battle here as well. So GG's. So this team worked out quite well for me because I tanked quite a lot of elo, so I went up to 2487 with this team, which is huge. But then I again dropped trying out some new teams, but nevertheless this team worked out really fun and well for me. Though it's triple normal, but it does not get staggeringly hard walled by anything because of the good coverage, good bulk, and good safety with the moveset over here. So if you're trying out this team, do let me know how it is working out for you. And that will be all for this video, and see you again in the next one with new teams, and that should be all. Peace.